For a variety of reasons, people might be selfish. And it's critical to realize that there are different levels of selfishness. It's a basic impulse that is frequently motivated by a need to survive, defend oneself, or fulfill one's own objectives and aspirations. Selfishness is frequently motivated by the following. In this video, we're going to learn why are we selfish and how to stop. Now let's begin. Number 1. Resources that are scarce and survival instinct. The urge to protect our own security and well-being can have its roots in selfishness. To ensure our existence, we may do things like put our demands ahead of those of others. People could become more egotistical to acquire the things they need for themselves and their loved ones in circumstances where resources are few or believed to be scarce. Number 2. Inadequate growing up and learning in terms of empathy. Being able to understand and relate to another person's experiences is a sign of having empathy. Those who lack empathy could be more prone to act selfishly, since they don't fully consider or understand how their actions might affect others. The early experiences and upbringing of a person may have an impact on their conduct. If a person grew up in a culture that emphasized selfishness or competition, they may exhibit more selfish tendencies. Number 3. Fear of exposure or vulnerability. Some individuals could act selfishly out of worry about without something valued or the possibility of being taken advantage of by other people. Humans are naturally selfish, yet it's necessary to strike a balance and develop understanding and compassion for others. Here are some methods for reducing selfishness. Number 1. Show gratitude while creating empathy. Learn to empathize with and understand the feelings of others. Consider the implications of your actions for them by placing yourself in their shoes. Remember what is good in life and be appreciative of what you have. The need to always act selfishly may be reduced as a result of these sensations of lack. Number 2. Being kind and developing consciousness of oneself are important. Pay close attention to how you act, feel, and think. Recognize your selfish moments and look for the underlying reasons why. Keep in mind to be kind and loving to them. By helping others, one can reduce selfish inclinations and increase feelings of intimacy. Number 3. Place boundaries in place and have a candid conversation. If your demands and those of others are at odds, make an effort to talk openly and come to agreements that are beneficial to all involved. In order to protect your personal welfare, establish realistic limits. Nevertheless, you must be careful not to put your needs above those of others. Number 4. Consider the implications and look for assistance. Consider the possible effects of your choices on both yourself and other people. Before making any decisions, you can make better decisions by reflecting on this. Consider obtaining advice from a counselor or therapy professional who will assist you resolve underlying issues. If you find it difficult to control selfish impulses on your own, take into account that it's acceptable to have selfish periods of time, but aiming towards a more impartial and sympathetic way of living can result in healthier relationships and a greater sense of pleasure.